Hello, everyone, and welcome to our English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Mark. Today, we have a fascinating topic. UFO Unidentified Flying Objects, and we'll learn some new English words together. Do you believe UFOs exist? Have you ever heard any mysterious stories? Let us know your thoughts. Now, let's dive into our story with my co-host, Anna.
Hi, Mark. Hi, listeners. I'm excited to explore this topic. As we talk, we'll pause to explain important words so you can learn and understand easily. Ready to get started? Let's begin our story about UFOs through time.
Let's start at the beginning. A UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object. Many people think of aliens or spaceships when they hear this, but actually, it can be any unknown object in the sky.
That's right, Mark. Sometimes people see lights or shapes in the atmosphere they can't explain, and these are called UFOs. Now, let's explain the word unidentified.
Unidentified means something we don't know or can't name. If you see a strange object in the sky and don't know what it is, it's unidentified.
Exactly. It's like when you find a key and don't know what it opens, it's unidentified until you figure it out. Now, let's continue to some of the earliest UFO stories.
Many people believe UFO sightings only started recently, but actually, there are reports from thousands of years ago. For example, in ancient Egypt, people described seeing foul-smelling circles of fire and discs in the sky.
And centuries later, in 1516, Nuremberg, Germany, people reported seeing over 200 UFOs of different shaped cylinders, spheres, and spinning discs. Now, let's pause and explain cylindrical.
Good idea. Cylindrical means something is shaped like a cylinder, which is like a long tube or a can. For example, a soda can is cylindrical.
Right, so people saw objects shaped like cans or tubes in the sky. It's amazing how people from different times and places saw such similar things. Speaking of shapes, let's talk about the next important period in UFO history.
The most interesting part of UFO history began in the mid-20th century during World War II. Fighter pilots reported seeing many luminescent and cylindrical objects high in the sky.
Now, let's explain luminescent. If something is luminescent, it means it glows with light. Imagine a glow stick or a firefly, they shine in the dark, so they are luminescent.
Both the Allies and the Germans saw these glowing objects. By the way, Allies was the name for the countries that fought against Germany, Italy, and Japan in World War II.
Yes, and both sides thought the other had invented new weapons. But when they realized everyone was seeing these objects, they formed committees to investigate. Some answers were not forthcoming. Let's explain that word.
Forthcoming means something is easily available or provided. In this case, answers about the UFOs were not forthcoming. They were not easy to find.
Exactly. Even with many smart people looking, no one could explain what these objects were. This shows that sometimes even experts don't have immediate answers. It's important to keep asking questions and searching for the truth.
That's a great point, Anna. Now, as we move forward in time, let's see how the idea of flying saucers became popular. After World War II, in 1947, a man named Kenneth Arnold reported seeing 9 silvery circular objects in the sky. He called them flying saucers. Let's explain saucer.
A saucer is a small, shallow dish, usually used under a teacup. So, when Arnold said the UFOs looked like flying saucers, he meant they were round and flat, like plates.
After Arnold's story was shared in the news, more people reported seeing UFOs. Before, people who saw UFOs were often called liars or lunatics. Let's explain lunatic.
Lunatic means a person who is insane or acts crazy. Of course, today we know it's not nice to call someone that, but back then it was common. Now, let's see how authorities responded to all these new reports.
In 1947, something crashed on a sheep ranch near Roswell, New Mexico. The military first said it was a flying disc, but later they made a retraction. Anna, could you explain retraction?
Sure. A retraction is when someone takes back or says their earlier statement was wrong. In Roswell, the Air Force first said it was a UFO, but then said it was a weather balloon. This sudden change caused a lot of controversy.
Many eyewitnesses still believed it was something unknown. Some even said they saw non-humanoid creatures. Anna, what does non-humanoid mean?
Non-humanoid means not looking like a human. So, these people claim to see beings that did not have a human shape. Now, let's talk about what happened after the Roswell case.
After the Roswell Incident, the U.S. government created Project Blue Book to study UFO reports. However, in 1969, they decided to disband the committee. Let's explain disband.
To disband means to break up or end a group or organization. So, when the government disbanded Project Blue Book, they stopped the group's work and closed the investigation.
Even after the committee ended, people continued to see UFOs and ask questions. In the 1990s, new investigations began. Some people thought the government was giving out disinformation.
Disinformation means false information given on purpose to hide the truth. Some believe the government did not tell the public everything about UFOs. Let's connect this to how we think about information today.
In 2021, photos and videos of UFOs taken by the U.S. Navy appeared online. The Navy said the images were real but didn't explain more. This made people wonder if the government is still hiding information.
It's important to ask questions and use critical thinking. Sometimes, information is not complete or is confusing. With modern technology, it's easier to share videos, but it's also easier to create fake stories.
You're right. When we see strange news or photos, we should ask, is this information true? Who is sharing it? Now, let's review the new words we learned today. Let's go over today's new words. First, luminescent, glowing with light. Example, the luminescent stars shone brightly in the night sky.
Next, cylindrical, shaped like a cylinder. Example, the tall cylindrical tower could be seen for miles.
Allies countries that fought together in a war. Example, the Allies worked together to win World War II.
Forthcoming, readily available. Example, the teacher was not forthcoming with the test answers.
Saucer, a small dish for a cup. Example, please put your teacup on the saucer.
Lunatic, an insane person. Example, people once thought only a lunatic would believe in UFOs.
Retraction, taking back a statement. Example, the newspaper published a retraction for its mistake.
Non-humanoid, not shaped like a human. Example, the movie showed non-humanoid aliens.
Disband, to break up a group. Example, the club decided to disband after 10 years.
Disinformation, false information given on purpose. Example, the spy spread disinformation to confuse the enemy.
Now it's your turn. Have you ever seen something strange in the sky? Do you think UFOs are real, or are they just stories? Share your ideas with us. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you for joining us today. Remember, learning English is an adventure, just like exploring the mysteries of the universe. Don't be afraid to ask questions and discover new words every day.
Keep practicing, stay curious, and don't give up. Every new word brings you closer to fluency. Until next time, keep your eyes on the sky and your mind open.
Goodbye, everyone. Here's a quick tip. Try writing your own short story using today's vocabulary. It will help you remember the words and improve your writing. See you next time.